Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
I started playing football when I was 4 years old in the Cub Football League at Leo. My freshman year of high school, I really started to notice that there was something different about how I played compared to what some other people were playing like. So then I started to develop more. I started to see the results, and then being able to go to Iowa was a big opportunity for me. Being able to train here at PSM has really given me an edge over my competitors. Working on my speed, that's the name of the game nowadays, is who's the fastest guy on the field. Being able to put my body in different positions to allow me to be in the best position during the game is so important to not take those days off and just get into a place like PSM where they have flexible hours and it's good for college athletes to come in and just train.
The athletes has always been here, and they're getting better. I'm watching, Summit City Sports, man, they're doing an awesome job. And, that's a plug. Them dudes are doing an outstanding job. And I'm able to be in Nashville and watch games on YouTube that they're broadcasting, and I'm seeing the talent. And it is just truly outstanding. And, you guys have seen the talent that's in the NFL now from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the talent that's coming up now, and the talent that, is just here, man. It's really cool.
Developed for athletes of all sports, PSM's Edge training program is a personalized, high-intensity experience designed to help you outperform the competition. Whether you're looking to enhance your speed, strength, power, agility, or overall fitness, our expert training staff will build a program that adapts to your schedule while maximizing your overall performance. Now accepting athletes 12 years old and up. Get started today. Schedule your free evaluation at psmsports.com/edge.
At PSM Sports Therapy, recovery is more than getting you back to your sport. It's about building a stronger version of you. Our team of experts uses state-of-the-art technology to build personalized care plans that get you healthy and back in action safely. With no physician order needed, contact us directly to receive top-quality care exactly when you need it. Call 260-266-4007. Visit one of our Fort Wayne locations or go to psmsports.com to learn more.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSM, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
At the University of St. Francis, we believe everyone's made for greatness. Here, students are inspired to reach higher, academically, personally, and spiritually. We're not just shaping minds, we're forming servant leaders with purpose and heart. Rooted in faith and tradition, we prepare students to live lives of virtue, service, and joy. This is where faith meets reason, and where students discover who they're truly called to be. Discover greater.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Damn, Kai, you going crazy.
Huh. Hey, look what I did. I took every loss and then I turned that to a profit. I can't reach my goals with everybody in my pocket. I can't trust the soul, but I know pain, but I can't block it. I can't block it. Hey, look what I did. Hey, they keep hitting me like big bro, let lock in. But we ain't even locked in. We ain't even locked in.
But it's pretty obvious that he's a guy who can score the basketball, he can rebound, he can play down on the block. So he's got a lot of promise down in the front court for the Warsaw Tigers. We got just under 8 minutes until we get things started. They've got the clock running. The way the Summit Summer League works is they play a 20-minute first half. The second half is 18 minutes. And then when the second half ends, they go to an Elam ending. That's been the case all through the Summit Summer League. And how the Elam ending works is when that 18-minute halftime runs out, you add 7 points to this total score of whoever has the lead. Like, say, for instance, if in this game it was Team Raikkonen leading 61-56, then you'd add 7 points to that 61, and obviously that gives you 68, and 68 would be your target score. So in other words, the team that gets 68 points first, at least in that scenario, would be the winner in the Elam ending. Technically, you could come from behind and win in an Elam ending. You don't want to fall too far behind, of course, because you may have a long way to go to catch up when you get to the Elam ending. We're about 7 minutes away from start time here at the Summit Summer League. I'll be right back after these next couple of breaks. You're watching the Summit Summer League on SummitCitySports.com.
Mary Kate Scheinman, and I play volleyball at Purdue. I actually grew up playing a lot of sports. I was always in the gym. I've always loved volleyball, and I also love softball. I think it was probably 8th grade year I kind of realized that volleyball might be my sport over softball. We had a lot of success at Belmont playing for Pineapple High Performance, Coach Ball and Coach Gitzlin. I felt like going to practice wasn't really a chore anymore. It was something I really loved to do. I loved the girls, and I loved the coaching, and it just became a big aspect of my life. I'm really excited to play volleyball at Purdue. Just the atmosphere, it truly did just feel like home. The coaches, the team, the girls, and then also it was just a good education program. And I've always wanted to play volleyball at a Big Ten school. It's one of the sports where you constantly have to have the drive. And I think Edge is a perfect program, getting me ready to play at a D1 level. Agility, strength, speed. And I feel like moving back and forth, your quickness on and off the net, just reactions to the ball even. All the trainers push me to be my best every day, and training with PSM will play a huge role playing at the next level.
Back here at the PSM Fieldhouse here in Fort Wayne, Indiana, I'm Thad Goff. Avery Traylor's running the camera. The first game, as you can see on your scoreboard, is Team Prokop versus Team Raikkonen. The second game of our doubleheader here on Court 2, as you have it on your broadcast, or Court A as they have it here at the Fieldhouse. The second game over here, set to start about 7:30, is Team Prokop versus Team Deming. Now, Team Deming certainly does have some quality athletes on their roster. They got Carson Waltke, who was the leading scorer at East Noble just a year ago. They got Colin McAtee, who, if I'm not mistaken, was the leading scorer at Heritage a year ago. He's a junior. Waltke is a senior. Montarius Smith is a freshman. He goes to Wayne, and he's someone who has definitely shown some promise in these games the last few weeks, and he's hoping to continue to show what he can do over the course of this game tonight. Braden Freiberger, another Huntington North Viking, will be taking the court for Team Deming when that game gets started. Freiberger averaged 9.2 points per game. He's a sophomore. He's a junior. He was a sophomore last year when he was averaging those 9.2 points per game. And you also have another Huntington North Viking in Owen Paulson. Now, who've been some of the leaders for these games at the Summit Summer League lately? Well, Titus Schultz has averaged 13 points per game on Team Prokop. He averages 8.2 rebounds per game. And Camden Kaiser, also from Huntington North, averaging 12.2 points per game and 9.5 boards. Team Raikkonen has been led in scoring by Brody Bolin, who's averaging 9 points per game, and also Wyatt Schroll from Manchester. Again, that's about an hour away from Fort Wayne, Indiana, so Wyatt takes a long car ride from his home in North Manchester to come here. He's averaging 9 points per game and 2.5 steals per game. But again, we are seeing a lot of talent from the Huntington North Vikings players, a lot of production from the Huntington North Vikings players. We're a few months away from the start of the high school basketball season, but it does make you wonder just how good will the Vikings be when the high school basketball season starts. They won 14 games all of last year. You wonder if the Vikings might take a step forward when this season comes around. We got Summit Summer League basketball coming your way just over 3 minutes from now. One more word from our sponsors, or one more word from our advertisements here on SummitCitySports.com. This is the Summit Summer League.
Division I college football. You know what you got to be ready for from a competitive standpoint and just being ready mentally. The best ability is availability, so just being able to get in here at PSM, I know I'm in good hands and they're going to put me in the best position to be a better athlete. We started in middle school. A bunch of my buddies got me into an 8th grade. That's where I kind of fell in love with it. The energy, the intensity around it is great. Going into high school, I was just out there with my guys having a ball. Sophomore, junior year, working into a more varsity role. It just helped me grow my exposure for the game. And then senior year, we know we were capable of and we knew we were able to do, and we won state. I chose Toledo because I wanted to test myself. I wanted to see what I was made of. Our coach stressed like knowing what everybody's doing. And then once I started learning what everybody's doing, the game slowed down so much. It was just a lot easier to play and play a lot faster too. You just got to keep taking care of your body. And that's what I feel like I've been getting a lot better at the college level, is understanding my process at PSM. They're a team that's on my team, so I can keep my body right and get better every day. The collaboration of the expert PSM performance specialists, athletic trainers, and physical therapists at PSM Sports Therapy is just going to be great for me and to keep me on the field at a high level.
Welcome back to the PSM Fieldhouse here in Fort Wayne, Indiana. This is the Summit Summer League, and as you have it on your live stream, we are here at Court 2. Technically here inside the Fieldhouse, this is Court A. Court D, which is right next to us, is technically being used as Court 1 on your live stream if you watch it over there. If you watch this stream over here, it's Court 2 on your live stream. As we're just about a minute and a half away from start time, I think I have just enough time to tell you what's coming up on Summit City Sports. We've also got Woodland versus Northrop girls volleyball later tonight. Tomorrow we plan to have high school soccer from Ruoff Mortgage Stadium. It's a doubleheader between Bishop Dwenger and Bishop Lures. And we'll have more volleyball as well tomorrow. Carroll at Snyder. And I tell you what, if you haven't seen that new gym floor that Snyder has, it's worth checking out. They had a nice gym floor as it was, but they have improved upon it quite a bit. And already getting some use out of it for volleyball. You know they're going to get some use out of it for basketball when that season comes around. Unfortunately, no Snyder Panthers on any of the teams that we'll have here on Court 2 for the Summit Summer League. However, Snyder head boys basketball coach Josh Raikkonen is the head coach of Team Raikkonen. And Team Raikkonen had the tip at first. Then it's taken away by Prokop. Here's Landon Kralis. He's going to spot up for an early triple, and he hits it. Landon Kralis from downtown already. And now Team Raikkonen comes the other way. That's a catch and shoot for Jaden Phillips. And Jaden Phillips from Angola with an early answer. Right away on the other end, it's Titus Schultz. Triples galore here at PSM Fieldhouse. Can Team Raikkonen answer? Kick to the corner, and that three is good. Camden Brooks, sophomore from Woodland, and it's raining threes already as Schultz looks to make his move. He'll pull up from mid-range, and it goes. Titus Schultz already with 5 points in this one. Tough shot, no good, and I think I can say this now. That's the first miss of this game. Elliot Cummings from Blackhawk Christian got the rebound for Team Prokop. I'm told they'll be the home team for both of these games. That's a deep three. Schultz! He's feeling it already. He's got 8 points in this one. Wyatt Schroll, the kick out. Phillips, is he going to hit another one? No. Kralis down the floor. Sends it ahead. Owen Rowe, double clutch and a foul. Owen Rowe from South Adams, he's a junior, and he'll go to the free throw line. Our clock ticks down toward 18 minutes left in the first game of this doubleheader. Team Prokop versus Team Deming. And the rosters have looked different just about every week, or at least the 3 weeks I've been here, the rosters have looked different. I think that whistle came from the other court. Both free throws are good. And Owen Rowe is on the board. Team Prokop in control. Team Raikkonen was answering him shot for shot before. Here's Jaden Phillips. Phillips on the drive. He kicks. Catch and shoot from downtown. That's short. And the rebound pulled down by Landon Kralis. Elliott Cummings down the baseline. He hits the reverse. Schroll kicks out. Little shot fake by Brooks, trying to use the window. And Camden Brooks able to finish for Team Raikkonen. He's got 5 points in this ball game. Catch and shoot from the corner. Kralis could not finish. And it's Bentley Bolin, the freshman from Huntington North, who has the board for Team Raikkonen. Fall away jumper. Schultz able to snag it. Schultz with Schroll defending him. He'll pull up for three. It's short. Wyatt Schroll with the board for Team Raikkonen. There he goes. Behind the back dish. That looked like steps. No travel was called. Bolin has the bucket, and Team Raikkonen's within 5. Elliott Cummings, the pull-up jumper, a little long, and Schroll's got the board. Schroll slows down. Wanted to pull up. Kicks it to the corner. And that three won't fall. Schultz, check that, that's Taylor. Brady Taylor from Warsaw High School. He's a junior. Phillips trying to go to work. Phillips pulls up. Can't hit. Kralis 1-on-2. Missed the shot, but he's fouled. Phillips went crashing into that net. And they call the foul on Phillips. I think that's 2 fouls on Team Raikkonen. And Landon Kralis will go to the free throw line. That was in the act of shooting. Clock keeps on running as Kralis is able to hit his first free throw. He goes 2 for 2. Bentley Bolin across the timeline. Bolin underneath the basket, looks to make the spin move, and it's stolen away. Titus Schroll 1-on-2, and Titus finishes in transition. Titus Schultz. Not to be confused with Wyatt Schroll of Manchester, but Titus Schultz has 10 points, averaging 13 for these Summit Summer League games as Kralis gets the feed outside. Kralis fakes the three. That's a really deep three from beyond the volleyball line, and it's an air ball. That was Caitlin Clark range. And we'll get some substitutions on both sides. Looks like Will Starnes from Churubusco is one of the men who's checked in for Team Raikkonen. Starnes, extra pass, Baker. And Baker able to send it through traffic. Tough jumper, it was well contested, but an offensive board, and the shot won't fall. Putback is good, Will Starnes. Kralis, the catch and shoot. That one wouldn't fall. Putback goes Gibson Greaser. Greaser's averaging 5 rebounds per game, 1.7 steals per game. He's not scoring a whole lot. But as I have it here, he's contributing in a lot of other ways. Cummings with the extra pass. That looked like an elbow there. Greaser gets the shot off. It doesn't fall. Chris Thober from Fremont comes down with the board for Team Raikkonen. On the drive is Starnes, and he's fouled. I believe that's the first team foul against Prokop. Looked like it was on the shot, so Will Starnes will go to the free throw line. He's a sophomore. His first one's good. In and out on the second try. Who's got it? Team Prokop does. Schultz on the attack. Turns around for the jumper. It's short. It must be raining because that's a loud thunder crash. At least it sounds like one. We're going to get a foul called on Team Prokop, and I think they're going to get Gibson Greaser for that one. That'd be his second of the game. Excuse me, team second for Team Prokop. Here's Brody Bolin from Huntington North. Not to be confused with Brody Bolin, who used to play at Norwell. That Brody Bolin was the son of Ryan Bolin, the head softball coach at St. Francis. Spin move. Bolin kicks outside. Starnes. Floater high off the glass. Wouldn't fall. And Gibson Greaser comes away with the board. Schultz drives into the paint. Cummings steps out for three. It rattles out. And there's Bolin with the board for Team Raikkonen. All pickpocketed by Greaser, but he couldn't control it. We're going to get a foul. And I think they called that foul on Team Prokop. I couldn't see the number that was signaled. Might have called it on Greaser. Here's Schroll. He sends it outside to Jackson Everett, a freshman from Warsaw. Maddox Baker looks to drive. Pull up three, Starnes, air ball. Offensive board, put back good. Brody Bolin puts it home. Long pass down the floor. Cummings wants to go baseline. Pulls up, and he missed. Greaser the offensive board. Another one, and this one's good. Gibson Greaser. I've got him for 4 points so far. Greaser at the free throw line here. And he rattles it home. Give him 5 points for the game. Driving in is Bolin. Bolin's shot comes up short. Schultz, a little no-look pass. And Cummings able to finish in transition. And we'll get some subs into the game. This will be Team Raikkonen's basketball. Jaden Phillips will put it in. Phillips out of Angola High School. Schroll across the timeline. Goes with a spin move. Did he travel? Yes, he did. That sure looked like a travel from here. Pretty easy call. And Team Prokop will take over. Owen Rowe sets the screen. There goes Taylor down the baseline. Taylor able to find Rowe. Rowe with a nice shot fake, and he's fouled. Owen Rowe, the junior from South Adams, going to the free throw line as we're under 9 minutes to play here at week 4 of the Summit Summer League. First one goes, and Team Prokop in control early on. Missed the second one. Jaden Phillips loses the ball. It goes out off of Prokop. They did not give him that first free throw. I thought he made it. But scoreboard still shows 28-15. See if they reset that later on. Schroll attacks. Left it short. Liam Deming, the rebound. Liam Deming, a freshman from Garrett High School. And that's a deep three, and it goes! Titus Schultz from way downtown. He's averaging 13 points per game at the Summit Summer League. He's already hit that mark in this game. Tough shot. Bentley Bolin is fouled. Liam Deming called for the foul. Rattles out. Deming goes 0 for 2, and there's Schultz crashing the glass for Team Prokop. Schultz, a little underthrown on the pass, and Judah Allen with the takeaway. Here comes Schroll. He missed it, but he's fouled. That would have been super impressive had he knocked that down. Instead, it's free throws for Wyatt Schroll. Again, it was Judah Allen from Bishop Lures who got the steal. He missed his first free throw. Second one goes. Raikkonen's within 15, but down by quite a bit. I think that's Wyatt Schroll's first point of this game. As Taylor takes it inside, it's stolen away. That's Schroll. Wyatt Schroll one-on-one versus Schultz. Couldn't knock it down. There's Greaser with the board. Greaser to the inside. The finger roll's too strong. A little behind the back dribble that time by Camden Brooks. He'll stop and pop, and that rattles out. Liam Deming with the board for Team Prokop. Nice attack. Owen Rowe, but too strong off the glass. Camden Brooks coming the other way. Judah Allen will fire a deep three. No good. And Owen Rowe has the board for Team Prokop. Baseline drive, Gibson. No shot. He was fouled. That foul was on Team Raikkonen. But I think Team Prokop had committed an earlier foul that I didn't score correctly. Now we get a foul, an offensive foul on Schultz. And it's time for some substitutions. Starnes loses it. Gibson Greaser with the takeaway. Greaser across the timeline. Nice spin move. Kralis. No. Pull up three is good. Bentley Bolin from downtown. Taylor feeds it. Shot fake by Cummings. Kralis, tough shot. That one won't go. Chris Thober with the rebound. And Raikkonen gets the ball across the timeline as Baker just found a teammate there, but the ball's still loose and taken away by Taylor. And Brady Taylor gets to the cup. Marquardt feeds it outside. That's knocked out of bounds. Going back to Prokop. Now check that. It's going back to Raikkonen. Starnes just gets it outside to Bolin. That shot's knocked away, and Team Prokop comes away with it as we approach the 3-minute mark. Greaser looking for help. He'll drive. Greaser gets it to Taylor, and Taylor able to finish. Brady Taylor up to 6 points. Junior out of Warsaw High School. Warsaw Community High School is the official title of it. They get the ball inside. Bolin able to finish. Rowe zips it outside to Kralis, and Kralis will hand that one off to Cummings. 2.5 minutes to go in the first half. Nice feed inside, and Kralis able to flip it in. I got to think that Landon Kralis will provide a big spark to the Warsaw Tigers this coming season. Thober with the feed inside to Bolin. Bolin goes for the reverse. That won't drop. And Team Prokop has it. I think that's Schultz. No, it's Greaser. He'll fire the three. No good. Cummings crashes, and Cummings finishes. Elliott Cummings, 4 points off the bench for Team Prokop, and the three won't fall. Owen Rowe trying to spin inside. He dishes out to Kralis. And that shot crawls right off Greaser, the board, and he finishes. What a finish by Greaser. Starnes tries to feed it. That's no good. Greaser's got it. Greaser trying to go all the way for the finish. It won't drop as we approach the final minute. Everett feeds it off to Starnes. No good. Taylor is fouled. They call it on Chris Thober. Not on the shot. There is still time on the clock, about 41 seconds and counting. As Team Prokop tries to get it in, that's Taylor. He finds Kralis, and Team Prokop can afford to be pretty patient here. Rowe feeds that one outside. Down to 24 seconds. Outside to Cummings. He'll let it fly and hits a three. Elliott Cummings. Cummings from Blackhawk Christian School. He has 7 points. Baker drives. Baker couldn't finish, and they're not going to get a shot off. Brady Taylor couldn't get it off in time. And with that, it is halftime here in the first game of our doubleheader at the Summit Summer League. I'll be right back after this break. You're watching high school basketball. Check that. You're watching the Summit Summer League, brought to you by SummitCitySports.com.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
We begin the second half. The clock did not start. Now it starts. Basket won't go. I'm going to reset my clock because I'm a few seconds early. There, I think we got it synced up. This is Wyatt Schroll at the free throw line, meanwhile. And Schroll could not rattle in the first one. 44-21 in favor of Team Prokop. Remember, the second half is 18 minutes long. Then they'll go to an Elam ending at the end of the second half. Schroll gets one. Meanwhile, they've reset the scoreboard. It now shows 42-22. Cummings got a three before the end of the first half, so I'm not really sure why they took 2 points off the board. Either way, we got a jump ball here, and that's going to be possession arrow to Team Prokop as Kralis went to the deck. They just do get it in. Cummings, pull-up jumper. That's an air ball, and Schroll rips it away. Schroll comes down the floor. Shot fake. Underhanded shot is good. Bentley Bolin. Titus Schultz comes the other way. Schultz loses the handle and picked up by Schroll. Team Raikkonen trying to make some headway. Schroll misses. Schroll almost forced a takeaway. Here comes Taylor. Taylor feeds inside. Tough shot. Schultz. No. Battle for the loose ball picked up by Thober. Camden Brooks comes the other way. He fakes. His shot won't go, but we get a foul. And I'll reset my fouls. I think that's the first on Team Prokop. He gets the first one, and Team Raikkonen trying to get right back in this ball game. They're still down 17, but a good start to the half for them. Brooks is a freshman, led Woodland in scoring last year. Averaged 9.2 points per game. If you can do that as a freshman, you can only help but wonder what you can do the remainder of your high school career. We're used to seeing Woodland have some good teams in recent years as Kralis couldn't handle the pass. Bentley Bolin with a takeaway for Team Raikkonen. There he goes, and he throws it away into the hands of Liam Deming, and that's off the hands of Kralis. Turnovers galore early on in the second half. Camden Brooks comes down the floor. He'll hand that one off to Schroll. Schroll drives off the glass. He got it. Well, at this point, Team Raikkonen has held Team Prokop scoreless in the second half. Schroll almost had a takeaway. I think we got a foul. That was Schroll's first made bucket from the field in this game. Schultz puts it on the deck, goes baseline, and Schultz is able to finish. Schroll with a man right on him. Gives it to Bolin. Bolin off glass, he got it. And Team Raikkonen still working their way back in this ball game. Kralis fires a three. Got it. Landon Kralis, and that'll prompt some substitutions. Landon Kralis already has 10 points in this game. Here's Baker. Baker trying to spin away. Leaning in is Bolin. It's blocked by Schultz. And off the hands of Kralis, out of bounds. Team Prokop got a stop. They hadn't been able to get a lot of those here in the second half. But Raikkonen still has a chance to get right back in this ball game. They've held Team Prokop to 5 points this half. That shot won't fall. Stepping back for three is Deming. It's off the side of the backboard. Deming off glass, no. Got his own miss and turns it over. Wyatt Schroll has it. He's got Bolin up ahead of him. Schroll, the left-hander, he's fouled. And Starnes able to hit his first free throw. Starnes from Churubusco. Missed them both. Check that, he only missed the second. Here comes Schultz. 15 points in the first half, and now 2 so far here in the second half with that bucket. Titus Schultz has 17 points total as Allen slows down. They go outside to Baker. Baker wanted to shoot the 3. Now he will, and it's short. Jackson Everett chases it down. That's a good look for Allen, but he can't connect. Titus Schultz slows it down. Schultz on the drive, and it looked like he used a little too much elbow, or was he the one who was fouled? We'll see how they call this. They're going to call the foul on Team Raikkonen. So Schultz will inbound. He throws into Kralis. Kralis pulls up. Was that 3 blocked? That was Judah Allen guarding him. Sure looked from here like he got a piece of it. Well, Kralis has the size advantage over him. Here's Starnes. Allen on the attack. Allen able to zip it outside. Starnes. Back out to Everett. Everett's 3 is off the mark. Chased down by Owen Rowe. Out of bounds off the hands of Maddox Baker. Back the other way comes Baker. He's able to dish it off. Allen, the corner 3, that won't drop. All the way to the basket goes Greaser, but he can't finish. Greaser left-handed, no. Offensive board, Rowe. Good job fighting for it, but Rowe misses. And Bolin boards for Team Raikkonen. And on the other end, Team Raikkonen's able to score. Schultz knocks down a 3 ball. Not the first time he's done that. First time he's done it this second half, but he's done it plenty in this game. Team Pro Cop takes over, and coming the other way, Greaser scores. Gibson Greaser is a junior from Bluffton, is doing a lot of good things with the basketball. He's shown the ability to get up and down the floor on a consistent basis. I've got him for 7 points in this game. Jaden Phillips into the game for Team Raikkonen. Camden Brooks in as well. Turnaround jumper, Bolin, no good. And Titus Schultz has it for Team Pro Cop. Schultz, 1-on-3, too strong. And that is Schroll. Schroll coming the other way, leans in, no. And Camden Brooks, a little tip in. How about that shot by Brooks? Averaged 9 points per game last year as a freshman for the Woodland Warriors. We've been used to seeing Woodland play some good basketball in recent years. Taylor is fouled underneath the bucket. And John Baker's had a really good program over there at Woodland for quite some time lately. Of course, Trey Yoder was known to hit several clutch shots for the Woodland Warriors. That was Taylor who hit that free throw. Missed his second one. And that's Brooks who comes away with it for Team Raikkonen. Brooks down the floor. Pulls up. That's Bolin who pulls up. No good. Taylor through traffic turns it over. Schroll poked it away. Here comes Phillips. Oh, Phillips. Jaden Phillips with the reverse. And then Bolin made a little too much contact. Team Pro Cup with the ball up 18. Tough shot off glass and in. Owen Rowe with the bucket. I think that's his first field goal of the game. Shot won't fall. And that's Greaser who has the board for Pro Cup. Greaser lost his footing, regains it, and finds Taylor right underneath the basket. Brady Taylor, junior out of Warsaw. He's got 9 points. Here's Bolin. He goes outside to Phillips. That's a deep three. Jaden Phillips left it short, goes after it, but Cummings is the one who gets to it. And Cummings missed the shot. Picked up by Camden Brooks. Brooks slows down, brings it out. His three is short and out of bounds. Wisely done there by Brady Taylor. And that'll secure a possession for Team Pro Cup. .5:43 left here in the second half. Then they'll go to the Elam ending. Titus Schultz having himself a ball game, and Schultz finishes down low. He's got 22. Spinning in, Schroll left it short. Cummings, a little touch pass, too strong for Greaser. And Team Pro Cup turns it over. It will be Team Raikkonen who takes over. Jaden Phillips from Angola. I believe Angola had a 21-win season last year as Phillips drives in and he scores. Jaden Phillips, the junior. I've got him for 7 points in this game. He's averaged 6.5 points per game here at the Summit Summer League. We'll get another substitution. It's not a wholesale substitution. Some guys who were on the court just a moment ago remain on the court, including this guy, Brady Taylor. Taylor wanted to shoot it, chooses not to. He'll put it on the deck. Taylor leans in, and it rattles home. Brady Taylor taking things over here in the second half. Brody Bolin steps out, looking for space. Leans in, and that ball's knocked away. Taylor got a hand on it. Kralis fakes. Back to Taylor, his fellow Warsaw Tiger, and Taylor makes it count. Bolin outside. Shot fake, Starnes. Catch and shoot for Baker, too strong on the three. And Starnes has the board. Starnes leans, no good. Taylor goes outside. That's Greaser from Bluffton. Kralis off the glass, and it falls out. Gets it back. That was 2 or 3 offensive rebounds that possession for Kralis. Didn't get any points out of it. Starnes kicks. Blocked from behind on the shot by Everett, and Cummings takes it away. I think he's the one who blocked it. Greaser could not finish, but Allen knocks it out. Three ball goes. Taylor knocks it down. Allen feeds. Baker fires. His three doesn't go. And we've got a foul on Team Pro Cup. Raikkonen keeps the ball as Allen's three won't go. That's Kralis with the board for Team Prokop. Kralis lost it in traffic, and here comes Raikkonen. That's Brody Bolin. Feed to Allen, and Allen scores. I believe that's Judah Allen's first points of this game. Deming. Kralis long on the three. Across the paint. And the shot won't fall for Jackson Everett. Inside 2 minutes to go before the Elam ending. I believe 29 is the largest margin that Team Prokop is led by in this game. Kralis' three doesn't fall. Allen rips away the board. Check that, Baker. Long outlet, Starnes for the left-hander. Will Starnes able to put it home. Taylor hounded along that coffin corner. And he's able to get free. Wide open man underneath, and the basket goes for Cummings. Cummings with 9, but back the other way, Maddox. Baker finishes for Huntington North. Here's Elliott Cummings across the timeline. He'll pull up for the three. That's good. Elliott Cummings from Blackhawk Christian. That gets him to 12 points for the game. Corner three, Everett, no. Had his own rebound. It's out of bounds. They're going to say off of Team Raikkonen. And in about 30 seconds, we'll have the Elam ending. Not really sure what Taylor was looking up at. He's trying to score on the other basket, but he does get the ball across the timeline. Taylor gets by Allen. Taylor to the basket, missed it. Allen with the board. He finds Bolin. Starnes, too tall. Up the floor for Deming. He got it off. Taylor couldn't finish. That shot won't count. It came after the buzzer. So, that will take us to our Elam ending. Clock is no longer a factor in the Elam ending. Score is 73-45, so the target score is going to be 80. So whichever team is the first to 80 points will be the winner. That's how the Elam ending works. We'll have our second game shortly after this one. And Team Raikkonen wins the tip to start the Elam ending. Phillips fires, short. Taylor brings it outside of the wing. Again, first team to 80 points is the winner. Schultz just able to squeeze it home. Titus Schultz up to 24 points as I have it. And again, even if you go over the target score, you still win. Schroll will attack and he scores. Elliott Cummings across the timeline. Cummings racing through all kinds of traffic, couldn't finish. Camden Brooks has the board. And Camden Brooks on the run. He finds Schroll, and he's fouled. It is possible to come from behind in the Elam ending, but with Team Raikkonen being down 27 points, they'd have a long way to go to get there. But Schroll does get his first free throw. Two for two. Titus Schultz on the attack, and it drops. That was Titus Schultz taking matters into his own hands. Brooks looking for something. He finds Schroll, and Schroll's three is an air ball. Lob down the floor, trying to create a high percentage shot, and they get one. Gibson Greaser. The three ball goes on the other end. That was Bentley Bolin who knocked it down. But one more bucket for Team Prokop. Oh my goodness! Titus Schultz from way downtown, and that will end it. It's an appropriate ending to this one. Titus Schultz, I think that would give him 29 points for the game. So Team Prokop is the winner for game number 1. And Titus Schultz finishes with 29 points. He's going to be our Parkview Sports Medicine player of the game. That last shot was worth another look. I'll go ahead and give you that other look. The replay brought to you by Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning. Titus Schultz basically decided, I'm going to end this right now. Not exactly a high percentage shot, but it works nonetheless. And Titus Schultz finishes this game with 29 points. And Team Prokop is the winner. They will take on Team Deming in the next game of our doubleheader. I'll be back in a moment for that game here on this broadcast of the Summit Summer League on SummitCitySports.com.
Damn, Kai, you going crazy.
Huh. Hey, look what I did. I took every loss and then I turned that to a profit. I can't reach my goals with everybody in my pocket. I can't trust the soul, but I know pain, but I can't block it. I can't block it. Hey, look what I did. Hey, they keep hitting me like big bro, let lock in. But we ain't even locked in. We ain't even locked in.
Wake Contracting, your trusted choice for complete home renovations. The heart of your home. Dream kitchens and custom bathrooms designed just the way you want them. 5-star reviews and happy customers. That's the Wake Contracting difference. Call 260-444-6081 or visit us online today.
Well, the score you see there, for those of you just joining us, is from our previous game. Team Prokop beats Team Raikkonen 82-49. Our next game here on Court 2 will feature Team Prokop versus Team Deming. Team Deming either just got done playing over on Court 1 or is about to get done playing over there against Team Bloom. Team Bloom basically the home team, if you will, on Court number 1. And it looks like that is the Team Prokop kids still here. And now I think we're seeing Team Deming make their way over. Be back after this break. You're watching the Summit Summer League right here on SummitCitySports.com.
I'm Mary Kate Scheinman, and I play volleyball at Purdue. I actually grew up playing a lot of sports. I was always in the gym. I've always loved volleyball, and I also love softball. I think it was probably 8th grade year I kind of realized that volleyball might be my sport over softball. We had a lot of success at Belmont playing for Pineapple High Performance, Coach Ball and Coach Gitzlin. I felt like going to practice wasn't really a chore anymore. It was something I really loved to do. I loved the girls, and I loved the coaching, and it just became a big aspect of my life. I'm really excited to play volleyball at Purdue. Just the atmosphere, it truly did just feel like home. The coaches, the team, the girls, and then also it was just a good education program. And I've always wanted to play volleyball at a Big Ten school. It's one of the sports where you constantly have to have the drive. And I think Edge is a perfect program, getting me ready to play at a D1 level. Agility, strength, speed. And I feel like moving back and forth, your quickness on and off the net, just reactions to the ball even. All the trainers push me to be my best every day, and training with PSM will play a huge role playing at the next level.
Welcome back to the Parkview Sports Medicine, Sport 1 Fieldhouse, here in Fort Wayne, Indiana. We've had our first game already. Team Prokop a winner in that one. Team Deming will take on Team Prokop. Prokop just beat Team Raikkonen. Team Deming just finished up playing against Team Bloom. And we'll be back in a little bit. You're watching the Summit Summer League on SummitCitySports.com.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260s dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
I started playing football when I was 4 years old in the Cub Football League at Leo. My freshman year of high school, I really started to notice that there was something different about how I played compared to what some other people were playing like. So then I started to develop more. I started to see the results, and then being able to go to Iowa was a big opportunity for me. Being able to train here at PSM has really given me an edge over my competitors. Working on my speed, that's the name of the game nowadays, is who's the fastest guy on the field. Being able to put my body in different positions to allow me to be in the best position during the game. It's so important to not take those days off and just get into a place like PSM where they have flexible hours and it's good for college athletes to come in and just train.
Well, Team Pro Cop versus Team Deming is the next matchup. I talked a little bit about some of the players that Team Deming has on their roster. One of them is Carson Waltke from East Noble. Waltke is averaging 14.5 points per game at this year's Summit Summer League. He led East Noble in scoring last year, averaging 15 points per game. Alex Scott is part of the same senior class as Carson Waltke. Now, Alex Scott is not playing in the Summit Summer League, at least not in these games. I think right now he's focusing on football. He's a wide receiver for the East Noble Knights on the gridiron. I think he's focusing on that right now. But Carson Waltke playing in this game, trying to get better and help himself prepare for the upcoming high school basketball season. Now, I'm sure that Alex Scott will do what he needs to do to get prepared for the high school basketball season. But again, right now he's playing football. And, you know, it's good for kids to play multiple sports. We do want to see that. So certainly nothing wrong with what Alex Scott is doing. There's Waltke right away for an open three. And Team Deming is on the board to start this one. Schultz trying to answer, short. He hit a super deep three to end the first game. That rebound comes out to Braden Freiberger. Waltke with the fake and the pass. And Stoy able to take it to the cup. Jake Stoy from Prairie Heights. The senior from Prairie Heights. It's the hand to Greaser. He'll fire the three. No. Nice battle there, and Waltke does come away with it. That's one of the strengths that he brings to the table. Here's the freshman, Montarius Smith. Smith trying to go baseline. He spins in too strong. And the board pulled down, I think, by Schultz. It was Schultz. A little baseball pass down the floor. Greaser able to finish, and that gets Prokop on the board. Freiberger hands that one to Stoy. Stoy gets a screen, feeds to Freiberger. Nice two-man game, but it results in an empty possession. Greaser swings it outside. Schultz, scoreless in this game so far, scoreless no more. I think that whistle came from the other court. Here's Stoy. Little spin move down the baseline. Waltke, too strong. Here's Kralis coming the other way. Blocked! That was pinned by Freiberger, but how about Greaser with the awareness? And Montarius Smith reaches over for the board. They'll feed that outside to Christian. Malachi Christian, and I think that was Christian who just hit that three for Team Deming. Malachi Christian out of Tippecanoe Valley. Titus Schultz all the way to the basket. Boy, we have seen what Titus Schultz can do, haven't we? 4 points so far this game and a lot of basketball left. Waltke has to go outside to Freiberger. Christian wants to drive, and that one rolls off the iron. Waltke's right there, and he finishes. You cannot lose Carson Waltke. We had a little mix-up with our scoreboard. The scoreboard here says 12-4 in favor of Team Deming. Oh, now they've changed it to 12-6. Schultz will knock down the three, so it'll be 12-9 after that triple. So Schultz has 7 of the 9 points that Team Pro Cop has scored in this game. Here's Waltke. Waltke goes outside to Stoy. Waltke contacted and fouled, and he scores in the process. Carson Waltke, I've got him for 5 points so far. He goes to the line. He left it short, and Schultz crashes for the board for Prokop. He fires down the floor. Deming down the baseline. Goes corner. Greaser's got an open look, and he splashes it in. That was a line drive 3 by Gibson Greaser. Jake Stoy trying to find some room. He does. That shot doesn't go. Schultz has it. He's got Kralis up ahead. Schultz drives. Wouldn't spin home, but Schultz was fouled. Titus Schultz at the free throw line as our clock is down under 16 minutes. And Schultz has one more free throw coming up. Two for two. We got a tie ball game here in game number 2 at the PSM Fieldhouse. Jake Stoy brings it outside. He looks for help. Stoy tries to attack. Stoy against the double team. Heck of a take by Jake Stoy. I believe that gives him 4 points. Taylor. He wanted Greaser to go back door, but Greaser has to come outside instead. Kralis gets by his man and scores. Kralis just fronted Stoy, and now we're going to get some substitutions. Just allowing the game clock to catch up. That's why I stopped the clock there. There's a takeaway by Kralis. Here comes Kralis. Kralis able to finish, and Prokop goes on top. Four points this game for Kralis. Loose ball out of bounds. And Team Prokop will take over, up 2. Team Deming, the times that I've had them, they haven't lost yet. That doesn't mean they haven't lost at all in this tournament. I was hearing somebody say that they dominated over on court number 1 as Schultz's 3 was blocked. That was Colin McAtee. Now McAtee sets the feed on the other end and hits it. Colin McAtee for the triple to put Deming on top. Schultz, spinning jumper, rattles home. Loose ball taken away again. Rowe tried to feed it off to Kralis and turned it over. McAtee fakes. He's got to get rid of it. He does. And Paulson, Owen Paulson, the junior from Huntington North, gives the lead back to Team Deming. Cummings through traffic. Cummings with the left hand. Elliott Cummings, that's his first points of this second game. I had him for 12 in the first one. McAtee goes down. Foul was not called. Here comes Kralis. Off his hands and out of bounds. Did we just have 2 people run into the net from opposite directions? I just saw Wyatt Schroll run into it from court number 1. Looks like Schroll's okay. Looks like everybody here's okay as well. It's Kralis who ran into the wall on this end. Carter Middleton from Carroll High School here in Fort Wayne, and he traveled. You could see it from right here. He was shuffling his feet while he was there in the paint. Titus Schultz across the timeline to his left. Schultz attacks. Spins it home. Great drive, Titus Schultz. Lob down the floor. McAtee answers in transition. Colin McAtee has 5 points to lead all Heritage scorers. Schultz pulls up. He had 2 men right on him. That one doesn't fall. Middleton has the board for Team Deming. Waltke sets his feet. No good. Offensive board. It was Nolan Shute who came down with the board. Waltke, another offensive board for Team Deming, and third time's a charm. Waltke gives Deming the lead again. I've got him for 7 points so far. Cummings lost the handle. They're going to say it's off of Cummings before it goes out. Now be careful where you're walking. Not sure if that's a fan or a referee out there behind the court. And obviously, if you're a referee, you got places to be. We, of course, appreciate all the work the referees do. But in these tight quarters, you got to be careful where you walk. Here's Owen Rowe. Rowe has Cummings to his right, couldn't finish. Cummings gets the board, and he's fouled. Nolan Shute came in hard, and he commits it. That's got to be on the shot, and that is the call. Elliot Cummings will go to the free throw line. Well short on the first try. My scoreboard says 26-23. Or it said 25-24. The scoreboard here in the gym says 26-23. I am so sorry, folks. The scoreboard here now says 27-23 in favor of Team Prokop. Shot wouldn't spin in. I thought I was keeping tabs on that. Folks at the scoreboard apparently had it different, as Kralis is blocked from behind. McAtee dribbles in. Poked out from behind. Extra pass. 3 ball is good. Number 23, Carter Middleton. And that gets Deming within 1. .9:33 left to go. Schultz, yes. Count the basket and 1. Titus Schultz. Subs will check in. And Titus Schultz will try to complete a 3-point play. In and out. Schultz with the offensive board, and he got it. Freiberger couldn't secure. Stoy backs in. Swings it outside to Christian. Montarius Smith, the left-hander. And Monty Smith pulls Team Deming within 3. All off of Greaser and out. Boy, if he could have secured that, he's probably looking at 2 points back for Team Prokop. Instead, still a 3-point game, and Deming can either tie or make it a 1-point game. McAtee goes for the tie but doesn't get it. Cummings, the runner, and he scores. I've got Cummings for 4 points in this game. Here's Stoy. He'll hand that one off to Malachi Christian. Christian attacks. Smith for 3. No. Offensive board, Freiberger. McAtee will try. That's no good. Gibson Greaser with the board for Team Prokop. Rowe on the attack, too strong, and Freiberger's got it. Freiberger gets his handle. Can't get his shot, though, but tipped right back out to McAtee. And McAtee drains the jumper. Colin McAtee from Heritage High School over in Monroeville as Greaser steps back. His 3 comes up short. Freiberger with the board. Poked away. Cummings with the hustle. Boy, that would normally be over and back. It sure looked like Cummings touched it in the front court then got it into the backcourt. That's Titus Schultz with a bucket. That will count to his total. And Team Pro Cop leads it by 5. Stoy fakes. Christian threw it up with a left hand and he scores. Malachi Christian from Tippy Valley. And Team Pro Cop will come the other way. Leading by 3. And 5 is the largest lead they've had in this game. Schultz against the double team, got the rebound, drew the foul. Foul was before the shot. The basket will not count. It'll still be Pro Cop ball with a chance to get something from the field. Long 3 from the volleyball line. Cummings comes up short. Christian battling for it. He's got it. Malachi Christian down the floor. Knocked away. Team Pro Cop's got it. It's Rowe. Owen Rowe, spin move. No good. Stoy with the board. Stoy goes behind the back. Stoy attacks. Gets in close but can't connect. Rowe out ahead. They get it to him. Blocked. Great recovery by Colin McAtee. The downside for Team Deming is that it's Team Pro Cop ball. The ball goes out off of Deming. And with 5:32 to go, the inbound goes to Schultz. Poked away from behind by Stoy, but Cummings corrals. Greaser drains a 3. Corner 3 won't go. Greaser comes the other way. A 6-point lead for Team Pro Cop. That's the largest lead they've had. Rowe for 3, no good. Stoy comes down the floor. No-look pass. McAtee, too strong. Schultz has it. Has a man out in front. Deming couldn't flip it in. And Montarius Smith has the board for Team Deming. Baseline drive. McAtee able to finish. Open man on the other end of the floor. It's Rowe. And we'll get some substitutions. Team Pro Cop with the lead. Team Deming trying to respond. Jake Stoy comes down the floor for Team Deming. Gets a screen from Waltke. Waltke lets it fly. In and out. I've got him for 1-3 so far in this game. I believe he actually scored on Team Deming's first possession, but he hasn't hit a 3 since then. He's scored since then, but not from three-point land. Here's Stoy the other way. Goes to the corner. Middleton for 3. Carter Middleton from the corner. We're going to get a foul on Team Deming, and we are. There's multiple courts in use right now. Technically 2 courts in use for game action, but we do have either a pickup game or a practice going on what looks like court C down at the other end of this side of the gym. Loose ball picked up by Deming, and a foul is called. Owen Paulson took the contact, and had a foul not been called there, Team Deming was out on the run. Clock down to 3 minutes. Check in on what's going on between Northrop and Woodland in volleyball. Of course, girls volleyball is played in the fall, boys volleyball played in the spring. Stoy with the attack and score, and Team Deming is within 1. Greaser gets it to Kralis. Greaser for 3, no. Walke's got the board. Here comes Middleton. Middleton leans in, too strong. And that whistle came from the other court. They'll play on. Catch and shoot from the corner, no good. Here comes Stoy. Stoy 1-on-2, short, got his own miss. That's McAtee for 3, he hits it. That was either McAtee or Paulson. It was Paulson, my apologies. And Deming has the lead back. Cummings hands off. Brady Taylor on the attack, and he zips it inside to Gibson Greaser. Greaser hounded by Stoy. Kralis able to finish for Team Pro Cop. Jake Stoy across the timeline. Stoy almost lost it. He'll go outside to Middleton. Middleton drives. Left-hander is good, and Deming's back on top. Woodland does lead Northrop 1-0 in girls volleyball. They lead set 2, 22-12. Nice fake. Brady Taylor able to finish. I think that's Taylor's first points of this game. Here's Waltke. Paulson falling away. That's no good. Crashing in is Gibson Greaser. Greaser across the timeline. Under a minute to go here in game number 2 of week 4 of the Summit Summer League here in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Down to 35 seconds. Cummings fakes the 3, loses the handle on the pass. Stoy up the floor. Tries to feed it ahead for Paulson. Paulson has to kick, and the jumper goes. I think that was Middleton who hit that shot. It was a 3-ball, in fact. Carter Middleton with 11 points this game. Still 9 seconds on the clock. Pro Cop can't answer. The kick to Kralis. Kralis' 3 is good. We're tied. And that is the end of the first half. Nine points for Kralis, so we'll have the second half in a matter of moments. Back after this break, you're watching you're watching the Summit Summer League here on SummitCitySports.com.
Division I college football. You know what you got to be ready for from a competitive standpoint and just being ready mentally. The best ability is availability, so just being able to get in here at PSM, I know I'm in good hands and they're going to put me in the best position to be a better athlete. We started in middle school. A bunch of my buddies got me into an 8th grade. That's where I kind of fell in love with it. The energy, the intensity around it is great. Going into high school, I was just out there with my guys having a ball. Sophomore, junior year, working in a more varsity role. It just helped me grow my exposure for the game. And then senior year, we know we were capable of and we knew we were able to do, and we won state. I chose Toledo because I wanted to test myself. I wanted to see what I was made of. Our coach stressed knowing what everybody's doing. And then once I started learning what everybody's doing, the game slowed down so much. It was just a lot easier to play and play a lot faster too. You just got to keep taking care of your body. And that's what I feel like I've been getting a lot better at the college level, is understanding my process at PSM. They're a team that's on my team, so I can keep my body right and get better every day. The collaboration of the expert PSM performance specialists, athletic trainers, and physical therapists at PSM Sports Therapy is just going to be great for me and to keep me on the field at a high level.
Tied at 47 as we get ready to start the second half between Team Deming and Team Pro Cop. The two teams will dribble towards opposite ends of the court. And Team Pro Cop will start with the basketball. Landon Kralis inbounds to Titus Schultz. Schultz has had a great game in both the first game and so far here in the second game, but his pass stolen away by Malachi Christian. He finds Freiberger. Freiberger off glass. Braden Freiberger. That might be his first points of the game, but here's Schultz. He comes up short and trying to answer. Liam Deming got the board. It's out of bounds off of Deming. Off of Team Deming, that is. Liam Deming not playing for Team Deming. He's playing for Team Pro Cop. The ball gets stuck under the bleachers. I think it did. Liam had to get help from one of the fans there as Titus Schultz has it stolen. Freiberger with the finger roll on the other end. Braden Freiberger announces himself to this gym these first two possessions. Back on the other end, that was Rowe who got the bucket, I believe. I've got Freiberger for 4 points so far. That's for this game, not just this half. As Freiberger has it up top, looking for help. He had Smith in close. And I believe that's Walke's first touch of this half. Walke, the rise-up jumper, it's good. Boy, he had Schultz right on him. And I think that reaction from Schultz was as if to say, I don't know what else I could have done. Kralis cutting, Kralis scores. Of course, Carson Walke and Titus Schultz both play in the Northeast 8 Conference. Walke with East Noble, Schultz with Huntington North. I got to think that when those two teams play in the regular season, they'll probably be matched up against each other, if not for the whole game, for a good chunk of it. Deming, the reverse, he got it. Liam Deming, what a shot. Montarius Smith from downtown. Freshman from Wayne High School. That shot's off the mark. Stoy has it. Jake Stoy comes the other way. Little no-look pass to the corner. Walke short on the three. Freiberger's got it, and he puts it in. Braden Freiberger having a real good second half, and a foul is called on the other end. Schultz was driving. He'll go to the line. That's only the first team foul against Deming so far this half. And Titus Schultz at the free throw line. Turned in a great day both in the first game and in the second game. Team Prokop won running away in the first game. They're trying to come from behind here in the second game. They had the lead for a good chunk of the first half, and Team Deming came back. It's a Deming team that's full of talent. There's plenty of talent on this Prokop team as well. And Schultz does get both free throws. Walke across the timeline. Walke spins. Knocked away. They're going to get Owen Rowe for the foul. Not on the shot, so they'll... Oh, check that. Walke's lining up to shoot, and now they're going to say it was on the shot. So Walke goes to the free throw line. The first one comes up short. Beg your pardon, I have to reset my clock here. Missed them both. Whistles blow, and they're going to sub in some guys. We got our clock reset, 13:37, as Schultz drives against McAtee, and Schultz could not finish. Nolan Shute with the board. Middleton for three, off the mark. McAtee collects. McAtee fires, short. McAtee grabs the offensive board. What isn't Colin McAtee doing on this possession? And he scores it as well. Kralis could not answer. Owen Paulson comes the other way. Paulson one-on-one, kicks to the corner, and the three won't fall. Kralis had the board. Contact was made. Ball's out of bounds, off of Deming. Titus Schultz will come the other way for Team Prokop. They trail by 5. Schultz to the basket against McAtee, comes up short. We've got a foul. Gets it into Cummings. Cummings pulls up. His three will not go. Greaser has the offensive board. Greaser with the left hand, no good. Walke's got it for Team Deming. Kralis actually poked that one out. Paulson off the side of the backboard. And whistles blow. Not sure what the issue is. Kralis looks like he's hurt. Well, whatever it is, he's going to stick this out. Schultz on the attack. Left-hander is good. Titus Schultz having a good ball game once again. This one's out of bounds. Looked like it went off of Team Prokop. So Team Deming keeps possession. Stoy will inbound. Catch and shoot. Short. Rowe with the board. Didn't have a whole lot of room, but he's able to stay in bounds. Good job by Rowe to keep the ball in. Rowe on the attack. Has it swatted, and a foul. That three by Kralis will not count. It came after the foul was called. Inbound to Cummings. And able to squeeze it in was Titus Schultz. And Team Prokop pulls within 3. McAtee steps back. Shoot, fires inside. Here's McAtee, or check that, Paulson. Kicked it out of bounds, and it'll go back to Team Prokop. Montarius Smith and Braden Freiberger will come in along with Malachi Christian for Team Deming as we approach the final 10 minutes. One of the men coming in for Team Prokop is Brady Taylor from Warsaw. Schultz across the timeline. Schultz spins around, kicks out to Kralis. Kralis fires a 3, short. Putback won't go for Taylor, and I think Smith knocked it out. He did. That's the call. Shot is good. That was Schultz. Team Prokop's within 1. Deming has led most of this game. Backing his way inside, Carter Middleton with a tough shot. Clock has been stopped. We're going to have some kind of discussion between the officials here. Clock stops at 9:11. I'm not sure we had a timeout called. Try to sort this out when I come back here on SummitCitySports.com.
Between O&E, Orthopedics Northeast, and Parkview Sports Medicine is unique because our team is taking care of the athlete in their own environment on the field. O&E is the other end of our treatment when someone actually does have an injury that requires a specialist care.
We have athletic trainers, we have the physical therapists, and everyone's important. Everyone has a role to play because our goal is the same. We're just trying to get these athletes back to doing what they love to do.
Well, I'm told that Team Deming was the one that called the timeout. So that's the reason for the clock stoppage. I'll get the clock started again here in just a few seconds. That left-hand shot ricochets off the iron and out. And Team Deming will take over. Up 64-61. Freiberger for 3, comes up short. Gets his own miss. Middleton finds Smith. Christian drives, spins, left-hander, rattles it home. Nice shot by Malachi Christian. I've got him for 7 points. Malachi Christian out of Tippecanoe Valley. Schultz, that's a deep 3. It does not go. He ended the first game on a 3 from beyond the volleyball line. Freiberger feeds it inside, out of bounds. Last touch by Team Deming. Prokop takes over down 5 as we approach the 8-minute mark. Again, we will have an Elam ending when this game is all said and done. Schultz on the attack is fouled. going to say not on the shot. It will be Team Pro Cops basketball. Fires it into Liam Deming. Taylor into the paint. Well, no-look pass, and Kralis couldn't finish. Putback doesn't go either. Montarius Smith with the board for Team Deming. Step back three on the corner won't go, and Liam Deming has the board. He finds Brady Taylor, and Taylor flips it in for two. Jake Stoy on the attack, missed it. That was blocked by Kralis. Taylor comes the other way, no good. Middleton has it for Team Deming. He feeds outside to Freiberger. Freiberger splashes it home from downtown. That's 9 points for Freiberger. Backing inside is Cummings. Elliott Cummings able to put it home. Christian's three doesn't go. It's Schultz who has it for Team Pro Cop. Schultz looked like he turned it over, and he did. Out of bounds off Team Pro Cop. It's going back to Team Deming. Coming up on 6 minutes to play in the second half. They'll have the Elam ending as soon as the second half ends. Here's Stoy. Back outside to Smith. Stoy is open, and his three spins out. Elliott Cummings with the board. Smith pokes it away. He came from behind. Middleton, the jumper, it's good. Scoreboard only shows 70 points for Team Deming. Kralis for three. Middleton, high off the glass, he got it. Inside 5 minutes to go, and Middleton will head to the free throw line. 72-68 is the score with Team Deming on top, and Middleton able to get the free throw. Titus Schultz comes across the timeline. 5-point lead for Team Deming. And Schultz able to squeeze it home. So make the Elam ending look a little more interesting. The way the Elam ending works is you add 7 points to the score of whoever's ahead, and that score becomes your target score. With this being a 3-point ball game, either team could reach that target score. The three ball is off, and Greaser has the board for Team Pro Cop. Kralis down the floor. He finishes with defenders closing in. And Kralis puts Pro Cop within one. McAtee fakes the three. Waltkey lets it fly. Yes! He hadn't hit a three since his first shot of the game. But he finally breaks that streak. Waltkey has 12 for Team Deming. Schultz spins inside. Greaser's got it. And they're going to say the ball went out off of Deming, and Pro Cop will take over. I should say Pro Cop will retain possession. Greaser has it. Taylor for three. No. Greaser puts it back. Three ball goes. That was Nolan Shute who knocked it down. 5-point game in favor of Deming. And here's Schultz the other way. Schultz lobs it. It's knocked away. Picked up by Deming. Carter Middleton the other way. Middleton driving, couldn't finish. Greaser's got the board. Still a lot of time left. It's Greaser versus Waltkey. He feeds to Taylor. And Brady Taylor puts it home. They barely get it to Nolan Shute. Shute finds McAtee. McAtee into the paint, leans. No. Schultz on the attack. Shute feeds underneath. That's Carter Middleton with the bucket. Rowe for three, no good. That ball went out of bounds before Kralis could save it. Team Deming will take over. Up by 5 with only a minute and a half left in the second half. Elam ending to follow. Middleton, that's a long three, and it goes. Now, it's not the longest three of the game, but still a fairly long three. There's about a step between him and the basket. Great shot by Middleton. I think Middleton's got 20 points in this game. He's a junior at Carroll. Has a chance to have a real good season. Waltkey gets the board off that missed three from Schultz. Middleton inside the final minute of the second half. McAtee's three is long. Out of bounds. Looked like Greaser touched it last. I think that's the call. No, they're going to give it to Team Prokop. The fans do not agree with the call. Obviously, Team Deming didn't, but I thought, at least at first glance, that went off of Team Prokop. But Prokop's going to get a chance to cut into this deficit. Schultz can't finish, but the second one goes. Paulson was about to set a screen for Waltkey. With 13 seconds, Deming's holding for the last shot before the Elam ending. Trying to improve the target score. Not only that, but improve their lead. Waltkey's three won't go. And with only 1 second left, Taylor might have just gotten that off. I think it was partially blocked. But either way, the target score is going to be 91 as we go to the Elam ending. So basically, whoever gets first to 91 points is the winner, is the way it would work. Again, you add 7 points to the score of whoever is ahead at the end of the second half. That's your target score, and whoever is first to achieve that target score is the winner. So we'll see who that should be. And it's tipped right into the hands of Middleton. Was that Schultz who backed away? That was an interesting sequence, but Schultz didn't back away from that. He blocked the shot. Kralis comes the other way and scores. And Prokop is the first to score in the Elam ending. I think Kralis has 12 points for the game as Middleton looks to attack. Middleton almost turned it over. I'm not sure he didn't move a pivot foot there. Stoy goes baseline. He's fouled. Jake Stoy will go to the free throw line, 84-80. Obviously, you need to score in the Elam ending to give yourself a chance. 91 is the target score, and Team Deming will get 1 point closer to that as Stoy knocks down his first free throw. But he missed the second one. Schultz has the board with Freiberger contacting him. Schultz and Freiberger, both from Huntington North High School. They'll be teammates on the hardwood this winter. That's Schultz with the runner who knocks it down. Here's Freiberger. They swing it outside. Middleton down the baseline. No! Schultz has it. Schultz looking for help. He finds Kralis. Are we going to see a comeback in the Elam ending? The target score is 91. That's a really deep three. Schultz has already hit one of those, but not that time. From beyond the volleyball line, that's how deep we're talking. Middleton blocked. Was that Schultz? I think it was. Heck of the hustle by Elliott Cummings on the deck. I think the call is jump ball, possession arrow to Team Prokop. Prokop down 3. In all the games I've had here at the Summit Summer League this year, I have not seen anybody come from behind to win in the Elam ending period. Cummings looking for help. Rowe drives inside. His floater doesn't fall. Freiberger's got it. He goes down the floor to McAtee. McAtee, can he finish? No! Team Deming has gotten nothing from the field here in the Elam ending. Shot fake, Rowe, blocked. Walke got it. But Rowe recovers. Kralis steps out. His three is short. Taylor's got the board. That would have tied it. That whistle came from the other court. Cummings drains a 3-ball. And we are tied in the Elam ending. Elliott Cummings from downtown. And I think we had a timeout from Team Deming. Well, they take that timeout. I'll go ahead and show you our last replay. Brought to you by Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning. My apologies, folks. You don't see the shooter there. But heck of a shot by Cummings to tie the game at 85 apiece. And Team Prokop has a chance to get the first come-from-behind victory, at least in the last 3 weeks, including tonight. I'm not sure if we had a come-from-behind victory at Summit Summer League in Week 1. I wasn't here for that. But in the 3 weeks I've been here, we have not had it. Inbound to Walke. Knocked away. Freiberger's got it. He leans in. Walke puts it back. And finally, Team Deming gets a field goal to go here in the Elam ending. Back to Schultz. Schultz double teamed. It's out of bounds off of Team Deming. Prokop needs 6 more points to get to the target score. Deming needs 4. Kralis couldn't spin it home. He's got it. Dribbles in. Has Cummings off to his right, and Cummings is fouled. The putback came after the foul, so that basket will not count, but Cummings will go to the line to shoot 2. Free throws oh so important at every stage of basketball, and he gives it back to the ref before he shoots it. Like I said, free throws incredibly important, especially when you're trying to reach a specific point total. Both these teams are trying to reach 91 total points. Cummings will get them 1 point closer. Team Deming with a lead, 87-86. Walke sets the screen for Stoy. Stoy down the baseline. No good. He missed it. Looked like he put it off the bottom of the backboard. Stoy goes for the pickpocket, doesn't get it. Taylor's got the ball in his hands. Brady Taylor from Warsaw. Taylor gets it inside. Schultz able to squeeze it home, and Prokop leads it. Stoy gets the screen from Walke. Another screen. He goes the other way. Stoy needs this, doesn't get it. And how does Prokop play this out? They could either get to the target score or get a couple points closer. Baseline drive, Kralis. Prokop is one away. Team Deming absolutely has to score on this possession. They need to score and then they need to stop. It's Middleton down the baseline, no good. Kralis has it. And Team Prokop taking their time, going to try and set up for a good look, it looks like. Step back jumper, yes! It's Schultz! Titus Schultz completes the comeback. And Team Prokop is the winner. Team Prokop trailed going into the Elam ending, and they win it coming from behind. Titus Schultz with the winner, and he's once again our Parkview Sports Medicine player of the game for game number 2, just as for game number 1. Show it to you one more time before we close out our broadcast. 92-87 the final. Titus Schultz makes it happen. Turnaround jumper, and I'm going to play that one more time because I think I started that replay a little bit too soon. Want to let it lead in a little bit more before Schultz takes the shot. He had Stoy on him and just kind of bodied up against him and out-physicaled him before he took the jumper. Great game for Titus Schultz. He hits the game winner here in game number 2, and he actually closed out game number 1 as well. That was with an incredibly deep 3. But that's the end of our broadcast for tonight from court number 2 here at the Summit Summer League. Week 4 of the Summit Summer League is in the books. For my camera operator, Avery Traylor, this is Thad Goff saying so long from the PSM Fieldhouse. You've been watching the Summit Summer League on SummitCitySports.com.
At the University of St. Francis, we believe everyone's made for greatness. Here, students are inspired to reach higher, academically, personally, and spiritually. We're not just shaping minds, we're forming servant leaders with purpose and heart. Rooted in faith and tradition, we prepare students to live lives of virtue, service, and joy. This is where faith meets reason and where students discover who they're truly called to be. Discover greater.